For whom the train tolls, it toots for thee? I don't know, I'll have to workshop it. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I am the Logician, and today we are finally going to be continuing on with If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. Now, I started this game a couple weeks back, however, due to a combination of exhaustion and excessive heat exhaustion last week, I was not able to stream either Tuesday or Wednesday as I normally would prefer to. But thankfully, we have a teensy bit of a break in the heat this week. At least until tomorrow and several days to come, where we're going to be seeing 90 to 100 degree weather in my neck of the woods. Yippee! The sun was a mistake. Anyway, while I still can, I'm going to be streaming this today. Maybe even finishing it today. Now, for the uninitiated, If on a Winter's Night is a point-and-click adventure game with gorgeous, gorgeous pixel art and animation. Mostly good puzzles. Some I initially got stumped on, and justifiably so in some cases. Other cases I had to go, yeah, no, that's horseshit. But I digress. This game has been covering a number of different characters who mysteriously found themselves at a masquerade ball on a train. The first person was a homosexual man meeting his lover in Italy, who, as it turns out, only came to break things off with him because he had been convinced that homosexuality was a sin and was trying to talk him into going to a conversion camp. The last thing he did was call his ex-lover a serpent and then push him into a glass table where he died. He next found a present on his bed with a serpent mask, how convenient, and then faded away only to show that he had in actuality hung himself. The next story was of a woman who had evidently passed away years prior, having unfortunately overdosed on numbing medicine following the untimely death of her husband, after which she blamed the cat for her husband's death and unfortunately drowned it. And once she came to this realization, she found a box with a cat mask waiting for her. Are you noticing the central theme thus far? So, first gentleman had an ex-lover who he called a serpent, ended up with the serpent mask. Woman killed her cat and wound up with the cat mask. The next character we have just been introduced to is a black doctor at a predominantly white university at a period in time, I am guessing, well, these are all time periods, roughly in the 30s or 40s. Yeah, racist-ass motherfuckers, as you can imagine. And we then cut to him in his, I suppose, apartment or dorm? I mean, living quarters generally, where it would appear that he has been dabbling in matters of the occult and wishes to show his critics, his supposed peers, a thing or two about real power and knowledge. So, with all of that in mind, I'd say it is high time we got back to the game proper, so I have been looking forward to this. Also, please do let me know how the audio of the game is sounding to all of you. There's a lot of lovely music in this. Unfortunately, I found out because, funnily enough, one of the things I was praising in this game was the use of old, quote-unquote, royalty-free music for the soundtrack. Guess what happened when I uploaded the VOD of this to YouTube? I got hit with several copyright claims, staking their claims to the music. I mean, it's one of those cases where they copyrighted it, but they didn't threaten to take the VOD down. So, yeah. It's YouTube being YouTube again. So, I suppose it doesn't matter how old a piece of media is, there is always going to be some money-grubbing asshole trying to get in a few more bucks for it. But, anyway. Let us continue on our voyage into the unknown. My neighbors again. Always the same fighting and screaming. Alright, so this is our esteemed professor here. Looks like he's been doing a bit of dabbling into various works outside his usual text. An iron bowl covered in red rust. That is, that's a risk of iron oxide poisoning there, my man. I hope you are careful in handling that. A bowl of black lead. A copper bowl, green from corrosion. Nothing. My ritual dagger. I'll need it later. The Fiery Summons by H. Vidkova? He's a doctor. I mean, oh yeah, no, he clearly knows what it is he's doing. Zakova's forbidden opus in 6 volumes. This is the passage I need. The sun burns in golden flames. A violent mantle shall devour Mercury. Cast ye the symbol of Venus onto flames of emerald, and engulf in crimson all that belongs to Mars. A raging azure inferno for Jupiter, a black grave for Saturn. I think I have it memorized now. Let's see here. Planetary Correspondences by H. Solomon. This is the most complete treatise I have found on the esoteric use of herbs and plants. This is the passage I need. The sun shines on the heliotrope Mercury, smells of fresh hyssop. Hyssop? Hyssop? The visions of wormwood rule over Mars. Venus is the sweetness of the rose. Sage is the wisdom of Jupiter. Hemlock is Saturn's blessing. I think I have it memorized now. So something tells me we will need to memorize a good number of these before we proceed. These are the ingredients I require for the first part of the ritual. I need to burn the appropriate herb in each bowl. But before I get started, I should bring Mr. Williams his morphine. It's probably in my jacket pocket. Wound Man. The Wound Man, an ancient medical illustration showing different types of injuries and diseases. This one has some particularly interesting notes. The sun rules the intellect, Venus makes the heart yearn. Mercury is the hand in darkness, Mars wields the sword. Jupiter hungers for power and casts Saturn's genitals into the sea. I'll need this later. It is interesting. I recently watched a video or two. Hyssop? I mean, it could be an archaic spelling of hyssop. But I recently watched a video essay or two on... I forget if it's called specifically planetology or numerology, I think it was more leaning towards. And how it has influenced a number of different faiths over the millennia. And it sort of reminded me that, yeah, in a lot of... ancient spiritual texts, there were not nearly as many planets listed as there are today. Let's see. Beyond the Veil by T. Newman. It is a lower magical process to make the guardian of the threshold physically visible by producing a particular mixture of a number of substances. A truly terrible spectral being confronts the magician, and he will need all the presence of mind and faith in the security of his path. Wonder if any of these are actual books. Seek not, then, to cross the threshold until thou dost feel thyself entirely free from fear and ready for the highest responsibility. Alright. Astral chart. Yeah, this looks not dissimilar to the astral chart I saw in that video essay. The stars are right. Mars, Venus, and Saturn are aligned tonight. After months of enduring their mockery with fists and teeth clenched. After months of study and discipline, the moment has arrived. The moment to reach out to forces beyond this world. Also, do let me know if you can hear me all right. Oftentimes when I dip into a lower register voice, when I'm not moving the pop filter out of the way, it can be a little more difficult to hear me. So, if that becomes the case, please do let me know. If I perform the ritual correctly, the guardian should manifest himself in the mirror. Can hear you fine. Excellent. If I face him with courage, he shall grant me power beyond all imagining. But if there is fear in my heart, well, I have nothing to lose anyway. I mean, given the trend of the previous two stories, Doctor, I have the distinct impression I know where this is going to go, / how this is going to end. I'm afraid of sleeping. I do not blame you, all things considered. I should take it to him before I get started. My career at the hospital is already on shaky ground. The last thing I need is to be caught taking supplies home. But his tuberculosis is terminal, and this is the only thing that can grant him some relief at this point. Mr. Williams' morphine is in my jacket pocket. I have it now. Okay, so it was in fact a hospital, not a university. Alright. There's a spot in my heart that's becoming a part of my New York. I truly thought things would be different here. I mean, unfortunately, gay men, women, and black men are going to be facing high degrees of venom regardless of where they go, regardless of when they are, for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. I mean, it would be easy for me to say things have gotten better, but as a cis white man, that doesn't really carry a lot of weight. But yes. Anyway, let me see here. Is there anything I have missed? Oh, scribbles. I sometimes hear them talking of terrible places in my sleep. I try to write down as much as I can when I wake up, but there's so much I'm missing. A chapel in the wilderness, fire among moaning trees. A theater, a dripping blade, the hateful whispers of the dead. A sunken library, where memories are drowned and voices from the past echo in the darkness. What does it all mean? That things were getting better, but we're crashing hardcore. We really are crashing hardcore. You are not wrong, Koshe. Alright, let's see. Any other Little details before I move brusquely right along. I think we should be good. Oh, wait, was there... No, I think I got it. Apartment 2. The Johnsons are always fighting. One of these days, it will end in tragedy. I tried intervening once, but they almost beat me up. Some things never really change, even here. The question is, where is here? So I'm assuming this is a man who faced a great degree of bigotry where he lived before and was hoping to find some escape from that. Unfortunately, well, I mean, as we just said, there's a little bit of that everywhere, especially in the fucking 40s. Good evening. Good evening, Mrs. Williams. Dr. Samuels, I'm so glad to see you here. I was worried you wouldn't come. I apologize. I got held up at the hospital today. How is he doing? Not good, Doctor. He can't barely breathe no more. And that cough, it ain't never been this bad before. Do you think he's... I am so sorry, Mrs. Williams. I wish I could do something. Despite all the medical advances of our era, consumption is a battle we've yet to win. But this will help with his pain, at least. The pain, even. Thank you, Dr. Samuels. Bless your soul. Thank you. No need to thank me, Mrs. Williams. It is my sacred duty. Go to him now. He needs you. Yes. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Good night, Dr. Samuels. Bless you. All right. Once again, I have to comment on just the sheer degree of quality in this pixel art. I mean, look at this. The detail of, like, dust, like, floating through the moonbeams in this opening here. Like, they did not have to go that hard. They did not have to delve down to that specific level of detail with a game like this, and yet they did. Like, this shows a very specific amount of love and care that they put into the visuals of this game. And I will never cease to compliment and sing their praises. These stairs lead up, or in English, up on the street. I have nothing to do out there. The ritual awaits. Something tells me I will need this wax at some point. Now, an iron bowl covered in red dust. So, now we need to do the ritual, I would assume. Alright, I can begin with the final preparations now. Alright, so, hyssop, I remember being mentioned. I need to put the herbs in the bowls. Yes, but which bowls? I don't remember which one hyssop goes into. I can't put it in the bowl unless I know which one to put it in, game. Yeah, no, like this, I don't appreciate that I have to now put one in. Game. This sucks. I mean, it's just put the. I mean, I Guess I have to. They're not giving me an option not to. Oh, great. Well, now let me fucking check. I've memorized the passage I need. Oh, well, that's convenient for you, but I fucking haven't. Sun shines and helium. Mercury smells of hyssop. Yeah, that is all well and good. But, like, is copper related to mercury? I have to read this again. So let me just double check. Alright, so mercury smells of fresh hyssop. Some mercury. Da 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 da. Alright, fine. Let's go to the next one. Sage. Now, again, I don't off the top of my head remember where sage goes. Iron bowl, lead bowl. I think lead was supposed to be black with Jupiter. I can really guess on for iron is... Yeah, but I mean, was sage supposed to be associated with Mars? I memorized the passage in a book. Venus. Sage is a weasel. Okay, yeah, so I think... so I already fucked it up. I have already fucked it up. And there's no going back now, I guess. Fuck it. Let's just fucking put everything and everything else, since I already know I've fucked myself. I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should consult my books again. Okay, thank fuck. Knowledge is nothing by itself without a strong mind to make use of it. I mean, I agree, Doctor. And that even goes back to something that I like to have a quick little rant about whenever I... Oh, was it the Wound Man that had more info on that? Okay, yeah, because I knew it was something in here, but, like, it's... Whenever I hear a friend of mine tell me that they are not smart or something, I always like to remind them, there is a difference between being intelligent and being educated. Being educated means you have acquired a great degree of knowledge. Being intelligent is knowing what to do with that knowledge. Like, you could have a PhD in a highly celebrated field, but still be one of the dumbest motherfuckers alive if you don't know how to apply all that knowledge, or even basic knowledge, in a practical manner. I mean, case in point, look at all the motherfuckers who cherry-pick their data in the scientific community. I will acquire this later, but first I need to... Okay, so they won't let us see the Wound Man. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fiery summons... Okay, the sun burns golden frames, violet mantle, shall deserve mercury. So, Venus is emerald, crimson Mars, raging azure for Jupiter, black grave for Saturn. Alright, so let me just go through that again. Golden. Violet mantle for Mercury. Venus. Okay, so Venus is green. Mars is red. Well, Mars is usually red. Black is Saturn. Okay, one more time because... Alright, so Venus green, Mars red, black Saturn. Okay, so Venus green. So Venus is going to be the rose. Alright, and then... Wormwood. Alright, so wormwood for Mars. And then... Hemlock. Alright, so let's go to Hemlock. There we are. The elements are aligned. Now I must mark my skin with blood. One small cut in each spot shall suffice. I am assuming that this is where the wound man comes in. I must now wound myself 3 times. The sun rules the intellect. Venus makes the heart yearn. Mercury is the hand in darkness. Mars wields the sword. Jupiter hungers for power and casts Saturn's genitals into the sea. So, I am going to hazard a guess that since we have already covered Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn... God slice you dick. I mean, we'll see. It is time. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to... Fuck. Well... I mean, there's no going back from here. God damn it. You gotta cut. What? Hello, hermano. We are watching If on a Winter's... Or we are playing If on a Winter's Night. So... My fucking god. Okay, so it has to correspond with the herbs in the bowl? Fuck. Well, I can't access the book anymore. So, that's kind of shit. And there's no way for me to back out of this. Ah, damn it. Saturn is the dick. I'm gonna trust you on this, Cochet. If you're being a memer... Can I not read these? So they will not let me put the fucking knife down. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, sun. Okay. So Mars wields the sword, so it's going to be my left hand. Alright, so Saturn for genitals. Venus. Yeah, so Venus was the green one, if I remember correctly. Heart, hand, penis. Alright, let me just double check. Alright. So, left hand, because Mars holds the sword, and he's holding the dagger in his left hand. No. My hand is hesitating. This doesn't feel right. Okay. I must start again. What do you mean, start again, motherfucker? Alright, so right hand. I mean, so it said Mars holds the sword. He is holding the ceremonial dagger in his left hand. That screams to me that it should be the hand holding the blade for the ceremony, but fuck me, I guess. And so right hand, because fuck lefties, I guess. Chest. Yeah, so I will call bullshit on the hand thing. Yes, that was it. It's time to enter the circle. Alright, whatever. We got through it. What is this? This is not what I expected. Am I meant to cross over? Go to him? So be it then. Attendees Fortuna Uvat. I absolutely butchered the pronunciation of that. Oh god, we're in the fucking upside down. Where am I? Is this really the other side? And that must be the Guardian, at long last. I must remain calm and focused. I've prepared myself for this moment. I am worthy. Nobody has slept here in a very long time. This fucked up guy. Oh, yeah. The fucked up guy is in Pluto? Huh. I mean, I don't think Pluto was mentioned in the book. The light is sickening. Oh, the anime Pluto. Oh, God. I still haven't watched Pluto. I know that it's, I think, a spin-off of Astro Boy, if I remember correctly. Like, at least that's been my assumption based on what very little I have seen of Pluto. Mickey Mouse's dog has an anime. I mean, it's only a matter of time, hermano. It's the artist of... Yeah, I thought it looked kind of like Monster. But yeah, it's like... I'm relatively certain I thought I saw, like, Astro Boy himself show up as a character. But, like, it's sort of based on Astro Boy Tezuka's work. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so let's... Oh, so this is the Wound Man himself. The moment has come. O great keeper of the gates, guardian of the threshold, I beseech thee, hear my plea. I have opened the way. I face thee without fear.
Shiny picture platform. place. Latin place, place. Failed, trapped flesh, unworthy.
I mean, knowledge is power. My name is Jordan Samuels. I seek knowledge. Teach me thy lessons of wisdom, that my intellect might prevail.
Ground minds oblivion round. Darkness, children, watch your voice on the truth.
I mean, you do need to watch out for the undertow. I do not understand. According to my books, he should speak clearly and distinctly and offer counsel and guidance. Whatever this creature is, it is not the Guardian. What am I meant to do now? Leaning towards the plot twist that this is going to be him. In some way, shape, or form. I mean... Who art thou then? Speak thy name!
It's every children trapped or restructured together.
Time to find a monster GF? I mean, yeah.
Can't stop us with shadows. Trapped, punished with ever punished flesh.
Madness! I'm Jordan Samuels. Me! Vile creature. Trickster! I mean, let's see. Me yelling at my cat when they steal food from my plate. Or you when you steal chicken from my fucking fridge, Gaucher. Why is the Guardian not here? I carried out every step of the ritual to summon his physical form. What else do I need to do? Not vile, I'm cute, my antics are endearing. That's one way to put it. Why do we get the impression that because I fucked up once, this is the ending I got? This makes no sense. None of the texts I read mention something like this. Where am I? What is this place? The presence of the crossroads. Now you see the guy either way? Oh, okay. I can barely make sense of this gibberish. Crossroads? Is that what this place is? Some kind of limbo? I'm wasting my time.
I will not get any answers here. I need to try and make sense of all this.
Well, it looks like there's no door out.
There's nothing here. No door, no walls, only darkness. It's as if reality itself ended here.
The lamp. There was a passage in the book. Illuminate the darkness ahead of thee. Take not a simple step forward until thou art positive that thou hast sufficient oil in thine own lamp. The lamps of the guides whom thou hast hitherto followed will now no longer be available to thee. Yet the light seems to be keeping him alive. Taking it away might kill him. But the flame of knowledge has always been my guiding beacon. No matter how unpleasant its truths turned out to be, no matter the price, I must follow its path to the end. I must do this. I shall not waver. I shall not fail. Oh, damn. Well, I guess there's no going back. Looks like there's no going back through here. Yeah, no shit. Let's see, anything else? Scribbles?
Does this mean I did write this? Oh, no, some other me. The one who fails. I cannot think about this now. I must push onwards.
Let's see. So there was oil here. Oh, God.
The Johnsons. Something terrible happened here.
Let's see. This is probably going to be fairly creaky. Oh, well, never mind.
Mrs. Williams? Is that you? Are you alright?
Monsters, you kill.
I cannot let this get to me. It is a test. Just a test. I did what I had to. Dear Lord, is it alive?
Also, yeah, it certainly is.
Stairs would no longer go up to the street, but downwards.
Well, very good to walking. Interesting that it takes on this sickly green. Definitely emphasizing the putrefaction of this world.
I cannot see anything ahead. Looks like a dead end. It has to be this way. There's nowhere else to go.
I like the detail that, I mean, I made the upside down joke earlier, but between the stairs flipping directions and the drips going upward, this is certainly giving vibes of the upside down. Stagnant water. Yeah, no, that is very, very stagnant water.
There are books and loose pages floating in the water. Where could they have come from?
Reminds me of home.
Reminds me of my ex-wife. I got no respect. I got no respect at all. I recognize those bookshelves. I've seen this place before, in dreams. I was lost in a maze of corridors, trying to find something. But I cannot remember what or why. Most of these books are moldy and rotten, but some of them are in surprisingly good condition. Let's see. Gotta be able to get a wife before you can have an ex-wife. Yeah, no, that is the joke. Classic romantic novels by Shakespeare, Stendhal, Dumas, Calvino? I've never heard of him. Romance novels, love stories, bundles of letters. This whole section is a monument to the depths of the human heart. Going by the titles, these appear to be music monographs and biographies of famous composers. Interesting that we're delving into some of the themes of the last chapter. They seem to be relatively recent. I recognize some works of Miss Austen's work. Some of Miss Austen's works. Ah, damn Jane Austen. I'm guessing that's our librarian over there. This place feels old beyond words. God! Another creature. It is not acknowledging me. Does it not know I'm here, or does it simply not care? Should I try making my presence known? Yeah, I mean, it's calling itself the librarian, so... Here, my name is Jordan Samuels. I've walked these aisles in dreams. Art thou the keeper? Art thou the keeper of this place? It is paying me no heed. Don't think it is listening to me. There seems to be something else. It seems to be listening to something. Oh no, the librarians got their AirPods in. They can't hear us chat. Let's see. I mean, yeah, when he described this as a maze, he wasn't fucking kidding. These all look like children's books. Bedtime stories, fables, fairy tales. It's like big. Oh my god, it does look like fucking Appleton. But fucked up. I mean, leave Appleton and the sun a bit too fucking long. Child rearing manuals. Most of these seem to be quite modern. Children's folk stories. I recognize some of these titles. Tales of Anansi, the adventures of Brer Rabbit, all the pretty little horses, and my personal favorite, the rainbow fish. It's growing louder. How could there possibly be a child in this place? Oh boy. I mean, I did see bits and pieces of what the wound man was saying regarding a sacrifice, so these seem to be photo albums rather than books. There's some framed photographs lying around too. They all feature babies and young infants. Where's the magic pixel? It's coming coming from inside this photo album. This is my family. Grandparents, father, aunts, mother. So this baby she's holding must be me. But I've never seen this photograph before. What's it doing here? I should bring this book back to that creature. Maybe it was guiding me to it for some reason.
This is the librarian Hungy. They're not on their break yet, so they asked you to bring them a snack.
It wants the book.
Well, I was right.
What am I doing here? Was I not... I was carrying something. Perhaps it was that dream. It looks so much like this place. Was this creature there too? What does it want? Should I try talking to it?
I mean, we did give it a snack.
It's paying me no attention whatsoever. Looks like it's trying to hear something else.
Well, I guess we gotta find the other book. Or another book.
I can barely make these out. Most of them don't even have titles. They look like diaries and manuscripts. Alright. Whispers. They seem to be coming from this corridor.
When you crawl through my mucus-coated hive to get me chicky nuggies. Now listen, at this point, I'm the one who's owed nuggies, alright?
These shelves are full of diaries. Many of them are still secured with small metal locks. Humidity and mold have damaged them beyond recognition. Could these have been drafts of stories? Last wills? Confessions, maybe?
You know, random fucking question. Out of nowhere, I know, but just... because the Nuggets thing brought to mind an important question. One for the ages, really. Because what are boneless wings if not adult chicken nuggets? Chat, which do you prefer? Bone-in or bone-out wings? And I guess the other one being, are boneless wings just adult chicken nuggets?
Let's see here. Stacks and stacks of loose pages. Most of them handwritten, but some are typed.
I am going to hazard a guess, Crochet, that's meant to be in for bone-in. Wait, like, I mean, I like both, personally.
The whispers are coming from this book?
But yeah, it depends on what I'm in the mood for.
There's a note inside. And not any note. That note. That furiously scribbled threats slipped into my mailbox one night. Always the stares, the murmurs uttered under the breath. Or the jeers and the scoffs if they felt courageous enough. I never threw it away. What is it doing here? This must mean something. I have to bring it back to that creature.
So I'm going to hazard a guess that was a not-so-thinly veiled threat by one of his previous colleagues that prompted his move. I enjoy the ease of boneless, but sometimes a guy wants to... No, absolutely, I agree. Like, if I'm in the mood to have, like, chicken with rice, I'll go boneless, but if I just want the wings by themselves, I will go bone-in. And because the benefit is, like, there's a lot of flavor that comes through when you cook meat on the bone. I know everyone and their fucking grandma says that, but it is absolutely true.
It wants the book.
Pitcher plant looking motherfucker.
What am I doing here? Was I not... I was holding... Was I carrying something? Perhaps it was that dream. Looks so much like this place. Let's see. What is it writing? A memory of Dr. Samuels, field medic. A memory of Jordan, loving betrothed. A memory of Mr. Samuels, music aficionado. That's me. That is my life. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something missing.
Hey, yo, Koshe.
Let's see. These are music methods, from what I can see. Courses on different instruments, composition manuals, and so forth.
Also, before I fucking forget, I should probably try talking to the creature again to prompt the next fucking listening.
It seems to be listening to something.
Yep, so there we go. I need to get the next book now.
The whole section seems to contain only military treaties and history books.
Right next to the music, huh?
Music is very close now. There must be a gramophone hidden somewhere. There is no gramophone. The music is coming from inside this book. The sheet music for Fritz Kreisler's Liberseed. Of course it is. The day I received the acceptance letter from the Chicago College of Medicine and Surgery. I borrowed a tuxedo, spent too much money on a fancy concert, drank too much wine afterwards. It did seem back then that, like I was destined for great things. Never thought my quest for knowledge would come to such a screeching, frustrating halt. But I have the opportunity to fix that now. I've come so far. Maybe, if I take this book back to that creature, I'll get some answers.
And why do I get the distinct impression that the more of ourselves we give to this creature, the less we're going to be able to remember why we're here?
It wants the book.
Yep, there it goes.
What am I doing here? Was I not... I was carrying something.
Yeah, so, next thing. Alright, so... See, we have to keep doing this for a while.
These are extremely worn out. They must be really old. The Art of War, The Conquest of Gaul, The Treasure That Combines All Arts. I can barely read any titles on this shelf. The books are caked in dried mud? I'm gonna be optimistic and say it's mud. Sounds as if a battle is taking place around here. I see nothing except books. They're all about the Great War. Diaries, maps, field reports. St. Mihiel. I was never there, but I know some men who were. Mazagom, I was so close to some of these places. All these seem to be either novelizations of famous battles or biographies of military leaders. Alright. It's coming from this book here. A map. Chartres, France. September 1918. They called us the Harlem Hellfighters. We took that village while bombs rained on us like fire from the sky. We took so many casualties that we were taken off the line the very next day. So many of us never went back home. For better or for worse, the things I saw there made me who I am today. This cannot be a coincidence. The creature clearly wanted me to find it. I should bring it back and see what it wants.
Once again, in the pursuit of knowledge, we are absolutely sacrificing a bit of ourselves along the way with every step forward. Alright, so that's that. I mean, it's interesting that we're skipping the rule of 3 when it comes to puzzles like these. Because we are on book and memory 4 now.
What am I doing here? Was I not...
Yeah, okay, so gotta do another. Yeah, this is getting tedious. Like, again, it would be fine if it were just, like, 3 of them. But because progress is so fucking slow...
Who is that? Sounds more and more familiar the closer I get. It's coming from this book. There's a letter inside. This envelope, this handwriting. I don't even need to open it. I'm sorry, niece. You deserved so much more. But New York felt like the place I needed to be after the war. So much was happening there. So many opportunities. Did the creature want me to find this? Is it trying to tell me something? I guess there's only one way to know.
Okay, so this is book number 5 now. Like, I feel like 5 should be the absolute maximum this does for this kind of puzzle. Because at this point, it is just kind of obnoxious. Like, I get the theming of it. Like, we're learning more and more about his past. But, like, it should... I mean, it's still a fucking point and click. Or have the library area be more condensed. No, I agree with that as well. What is it writing? Alright, yeah. Oh, so each of those was... Yeah. So the scroll was the list of remaining books. Gotcha. Oh. Mazel tov, it's a boy. Damn. think this is another instance where it'll wait until I click something to continue on. But I'm just going to leave it here for a second to just... Like, again, there are certain mechanical aspects to this game that I will gripe over. But that's just because I just am not a fan of most point-and-click games. But the art direction and the overall aesthetics of this game are fucking phenomenal. I need to stress that point. Like, any criticism I give this game, it's merely because it's a blemish on an otherwise spotless experience. But yeah, no, every now and then I do appreciate that the game gives you these opportunities to simply appreciate all the work and love that's gone into painting the larger picture here for each of these characters and the overarching themes as a whole. Because, I mean, like, despite the macabre themes shown in this game, the game itself is actually quite beautiful. Oh, it did it on its own.
Where am I? How did I get here? I can't remember anything. Who am I? Shell crater. A crater and a dead soldier's remains. Did a battle take place here?
Why do I get the impression that now we're going to be going through each of these fucking stories to try and earn bits of ourselves back?
Dear Lord. What happened here? A soldier's corpse.
So yeah, we are going to be living out our own personal hells for this. I'm so hungry.
So hungry you could eat a horse?
Take care of these birds, Wilbur. Oh, interesting. So he's Canadian.
Where have I seen this banner before? It looks so familiar. Looks like a makeshift infirmary. I'm somehow familiar with these kits. The bell tower has been blown to smithereens. This place must have sustained a terrible bombing. Bloody sheets and what seems to be corpses. This must be an improvised field hospital. There's some dirty rainwater pooled up in the basin.
So hungry someone's gonna have to put ramen back on the shopping list. Okay, listen. Maybe if you start providing some of that food, Koshe, and stop just scurrying through the pantry like a legged piranha, maybe we'll talk.
Blooded white sheet is covering her body. Reverend Williams. Dr. Samuels, welcome to the Chapel Perilous. I've been waiting for you. Do I know you? Apologies, I seem to have... What did you call me? It's all right. I know what you've done. It's all gone now. Your name. But yes, you do know me. You did a good thing for me once. Did I? Yes, and never for a moment did you hesitate. You took the fire of divinity into your hands and acted with the certainty of a thunderbolt. Life and death laid bare before you. Such a sight to behold. That sounds Arrogant of me. It was not your arrogance, but your kindness. You suffered with me, and my pain was yours. But this soul of yours, this kindness, you need it for another purpose. This fire must be wielded again. The Guardian? Ah, you still remember. Yes, the Guardian. Like the texts say, I must become a perfect and glorious being or fall a prey to corruption. And should this occur, I should drag thee also down with me into a dark and corrupt world. And you do also remember what brought you here, don't you? Yes, I came here seeking knowledge. Yes, and yet it is also said that my threshold is fashioned out of all the dread of the strength needed to take full responsibility for all thy thoughts and actions. Many years ago, you did not take full responsibility for your thoughts and actions. This has been a burden. You didn't go to fucking therapy. Today you must free yourself of this burden of bygone lives. Look around you. You abandoned these men. You left them to suffer and die in great pain and agony. You were young then, you didn't know better. Now is the time to rectify that. Free them, Dr. Samuels, like you freed me. And I will hear your confession once your dues are paid. Well, something tells me we're going to need some medical supplies. Looks like a makeshift infirmary. I'm somewhat familiar with these kits. Alright, so yeah, this is absolutely very much a Silent Hill / I have no mouth and I must scream scenario with our good doctor here. Gauze bandage is covering his eyes. Good Lord, his hands. Only an explosion could have done this. He seems to be in shock. Soldier, can you hear me? My name is... I am a doctor. Doctor. Not here. Left. He left, not here. He's been blinded by shrapnel. His hands have been blown off almost completely. And he's delirious with fever. Without antibodies, he will surely die in a matter of hours or days if he is unfortunate. What's your name, soldier? Sleep. If I could just sleep. Doctor said he'd make me sleep. He said he would. He would come back, help me sleep, but he left. He left. He's holding onto the pillow, grabbing it with all of his strength. The pain must be unbearable. Alright, so we need some sort of... Where have I seen this banister before? Okay, yeah, so... I need to find some fucking... antibiotics or something. Or maybe more than morphine. There might be something useful here. Jar with some opium pills. 8, maybe 10. It must have been here for a very long time. Opium in tablet form is not very common anymore. If that's the case, they probably lost a great deal of their potency. I'll need to use all of them if I want to. do I remember all this? There's nothing left of use here. Alright. Need to find some water. Nobody can swallow this many pills on a dry throat. Some water will help him swallow the pills, but I need a container of some sort. Alright, bitch, well. Let's see.
Don't think the bell's gonna work as a very good cup.
Let's see.
Oh, canteen.
An empty canteen. This will have to do. Here, soldier. You can sleep now. I'm sorry if I haven't kept you here so long.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna have to go full Kevorkian.
Farewell. I hope the pain is finally over. You no longer need this.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to take a little bit of each progressive.
Only ashes remain.
Each patient here to take care of the others.
Well, if it isn't Dr. Jordan Samuels himself. So I have been told, but I have no memory of my name or what I did to get here. Do I know you? Oh, I do know you. Yes, Doctor. I remember you. I can't ever forget you. I've been here so many times. I've done this so many times. Over and over. Waiting here, hoping that you will bring me a bullet so I can blow my fucking brains out. And you just walk away every time. You walk away saying, you will help me, and you never look back, you bastard. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I cannot remember any of these things. You're always sorry, Doctor. Have you talked to Shane this time? Quite the nervous fella, ain't he? He remembers everything, over and over. He just wants to sleep, the poor guy. But he can't forget you either. And Jim, seen him yet? Doesn't talk much, that one. Only moans sometimes when he's unlucky enough to drift back to the surface. I'm sure he remembers too. I'm sure in that blackness of his there's a name echoing again and again. His legs. He must have stepped on a landmine. Please, soldier. Hand me over that gun. I promise I will help you. Wouldn't you like for me to do that? Again. Not a chance, Doctor. Get me a bullet and I'll take care of it myself. What is your name? Name's Luke, Doc. Lucky Luke, they used to call me. Not anymore, I guess. Luke, Say, Doc, what do you think will get me first? The gangrene or the infection? Just kidding. I already know. It's happened so many times, always the same way. Not gonna be any different now, is it? Alright.
So let's talk to our friend over here. Because Mr. Lucky Rabbit's feet ain't looking so lucky right now.
Half of his jaw's been shot off. He's unconscious, but alive. He's also bleeding from his stomach, but this is not a gunshot. Must have tripped when he was shot and fallen onto a piece of metal or a fence. Cannot even begin to imagine his agony. I'm sorry I left you here. I did not know better. But I've been given another chance. It is time to go home, soldier.
I mean, yeah, the pillow would be useful for this. A la One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
He was wearing an ammo belt. I know what to do with this. Goodbye, Jim. Let's see.
Well, I mean, that does leave us with just the one option.
I found what you wanted. Well, I'll be damned. Thank you, Doctor. Never thought the day would come. Now you might want to step back a bit. I hope you found your peace at last. Only ashes now.
Now, I do believe that is all three of our soldiers. So,
It is done.
I'm ready.
Reverend.
If it goes up like a fucking elevator, I'm gonna laugh.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Is there anything you wish to confess? I don't know. No, I just killed 3 men. I should be feeling something. Relief, guilt, horror, pride, anything. But the only thing I feel is empty. Hollowed out. I'm so tired. How long has this been going on? How long have I been here? Worry not. You've done well. How? What does that mean? It doesn't matter now. You're almost there, Doctor. There is but one more trial ahead of you. And you shall finally come face to face with the Guardian. But what's the point? I remember nothing. Not even who I was. What will I ask? What do I want? You need only remember this. You created the Guardian the first time you ever made a choice. And you've been feeding him ever since, with every action, every decision, every act of charity, every lustful thought, every life saved. Everything you are, he is too. If your soul is corrupt, so is he. And everything you've given up, you'll need to take back from him. Only after confronting him will you be able to cross the threshold. But fear not, you will understand soon enough. Now go.
Thank you, by the way, Cochet.
Dr. Samuel, so glad you made it. The boys and I have been waiting for you. You must be so excited. Oh, to cross the threshold at last. You've given so much, but let's not waste time, shall we? I think you know what to do by now. Oh, no, don't bother. There's nothing left of you but flesh. We are your voice now, and you shall speak only through us. Now pay attention. I have given my mind to the waters. Repeat now, Doctor.
Oh, god damn it. I have... Fuck. I mean, thankfully it doesn't seem to be... Okay, so... I think it is... I have... given... Dr. Hayward.
No, wrong, start over.
Okay, so I have given...
You disappoint me, Doctor. Again.
Okay, so I have given... where the fuck was the third guy? Could have sworn it was one of these guys up here. Given my mind. So, which one of you fuckers said my mind? He was either over here or over here somewhere. I do hope I get an infinite number of tries here. My mind to the waters. There we go.
Excellent. Peel back the first layer now. And listen. Listen carefully. I have consigned my soul to the flames. Repeat, Doctor.
So, I have consigned my soul to the flames.
Good. Now the second layer. Take the scalpel and go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. Do it now. Now listen once more. I now surrender my flesh through the blade. Repeat, Doctor.
I now surrender my flesh to the... I'm glad they only have, like, the 5 students to choose from.
Excellent. Now the retractor. Stretch the skin. Open the hoarding gate. The hungry void awaits.
Not a good idea for me to do that too long.
Now listen one last time. And I offer my blood to the mirror. Repeat, Doctor. Repeat. yes. You know what to do. You know what to do. Open the threshold. Open the path to the Guardian. Become the empty, yawning void.
Yeah, something tells me we're gonna become the motherfucker who had the lantern in him. What is this? Who goes there?
Finally. The hollow one. I was beginning to think it hadn't worked. Feels like I have been stuck here for an eternity. Very well, then. Let us get this over with already. Exists no more now. Yes. Yes, at last. Is this everything we are, then? Time to get out of here. So, let's see here. I remember nothing after that. Well, that's quite a story. The question is, where are we now? What if this is yet another test? For me, for all of us.
Oh my, what an idea! Look around you, Dr. Samuels. The only thing that is being put to the test here is how many glasses of champagne one can drink.
Layla, could I have a word?
Please excuse me, if you will.
As I was saying,
Say, is it getting hot in here?
it does feel like it. I say.
What are you doing mingling with the humans? Are you tricking them again into telling you their stories? You know I can't help it. And you know it's not allowed. What do you find so fascinating about them anyways? I don't know. I wonder how it feels for them, I guess. The pain, the constant struggle, dying alone and forgotten, by their own hand even. But we can't mingle, and we can't allow ourselves to... Wait, what did you mean by that? By what? By their own hand even. If that's true, they should be at the back of the train. What are they doing here? I don't know. They just told me. You heard. No. There's something else here. Don't tell me you invited them personally. Please don't tell anybody. You gave them masks. You sent invitations. You collected them. You can't do this. They were meant for below. You know how strict the numbers are. Are you insane? These ones deserved it. You should have heard what they went through. That is not your call to make. I know, I'm really sorry. It won't happen again, I swear. For the glory of... All right. I won't say anything, but please don't do this ever again. They were meant for below. We're still going below, just a little less deep for them. Eligible for the redemption lottery every 144,000 years even. It's still a better chance than what they had up there. Please, I just wanted to hear their stories. Layla, you're going to get us sent to the swamps one day.
Yeah. I had the distinct impression the old lady was in on it. Given that she was clearly wearing the skull mask. So that was If on a Winter's Night, 4 travelers. Well, technically 3 travelers and, I guess, assistant manager. Her mouth was the only one animated to move, I think. Yeah, no, because they showed the 4 masks, one of them being a skull mask, and hers very much looked like a skull. Well, it wasn't a mask, just her actual head. Yeah, I had the distinct impression. A death blow is a life blow to some who, till they died, did not alive become who they had lived. Had died, but they died, vitally begun. But when they died, vitally begun. All the voices. Man. So, I had the distinct impression that was, in fact, the direction this game was taking, but, you know. Just because you can predict a story doesn't mean the story is bad. It's how that story is told that makes the difference, and this was a very well-told story. Like, again, minor mechanical gripes here and there, but by and large, a well-told story, very much a classic story of bygone souls recounting their experiences of lives that came to a not-so-happy end. And again, she just thought, these motherfuckers have been put through the ringer. They deserve a chance to get it right the next time. And it really says something that these 3 people were just supposedly doomed to eternal damnation were it not for the intervention of the old lady here. The gay man, the black man, and the woman in 1940s, well, I guess the 1940s in general, because we were kind of globetrotting a bit. But yeah. Yeah, no, this was, in fact, a very well-told story. And again, even if I haven't really changed my mind on point-and-click games as a whole, this is definitely one of the better experiences I've had. And I absolutely encourage all of you to get your hands on a copy of this game if you have not had the experience yourself. I mean, by now you have seen me play through it in its entirety. But again, it's one thing to watch someone else play a game like this and another to experience it yourself. Because oftentimes you can simply forget the solution of a puzzle or there's something inherently rewarding as well about earning a story revelation or working out a plot twist yourself. I don't know where I'm ultimately going with this, but I had fun with this game. I would like to play another one of these types of games for next Wednesday. Because, again, by and large, I don't normally gravitate towards point-and-click adventure games, and much in the same way that my Fridays have become dedicated towards trying to make my way through cult classics and games I never finished as a child, I feel like for at least the next handful of streams on Wednesdays, I want to try and see if I can't reshape the way I think about point-and-click games. Because I've managed to get my hands on a couple of them, courtesy of my mod Cochet. So, who knows? Maybe these things will turn me around. But, in the interim, thank you all so very much for tuning in, and until the next time, always remember to fucking think.